In today's video, I'm going to show you how to look at complicated Keepa charts for online arbitrage and to see if you should buy them, if you not, and how much you should buy. I have a really interesting case study that I came across I thought would be great for an example. So the way that they're going to work is I'm going to go over today's topic, which is the Keepa chart example. Then we're going to go over my growth sets for Amazon and my Skool community. And then we're going to show you how I'm building the business together. Here we're going to have my revenue, just so you can see it right away. I'm doing about 11K on Amazon. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So for today's video, we're going to be focusing on this Crown Affair dry shampoo. You guys have probably seen it around. It has about 500 sales per month, and we're going to be going over the Keepa chart. So we know we have 500 in sales. So what I usually do, Claude already tells me in my dashboard, but an easy way to do this if you have Seller Amp is that you just open up all of them. You go here and you see you have 250 units, which is pretty nice. I like to see half of the stock of the actual demand. That makes sure that there's not going to be any price tanking. And as we can see, boom, we already see it's going down, price is going up. And the reason why I think this one's really interesting is because if you're a beginner, you don't know what you're looking at. So what I'm gonna do in this video is I'm going to go from very, very beginner of what I'm looking at to a little bit more of advanced techniques. So as a beginner, we know that these are our Keepa. This is our sellers that are going up and down. And then we know that this is our buy box that goes up and down. And this is our demand if you put a third one. So this is where we see our demand. How much is actually bought on that listing. And so what you might find interesting is that as sellers grow up, price goes down. As sellers go down, price goes up. It's just supply and demand. As you get more sellers and there's more competition, not everyone can sell. So at this range, what could make the price go up if the seller stayed the same? Would be demand. I just bought a new tablet to be able to draw on the computer. It is not working very well, but so this is 1,000 a month. So if something's selling 1,000 a month and in supply it has 1,000, that means, dude, this pen is so bad. It means that it's going to start tanking. Why? Because not everyone can sell out during that month. It means that it's starting to go down because everyone wants to sell, right? Because the people that have come in, imagine everyone's at $50 and I've had my inventory for 3 months and I want to sell out, I'm going to reduce my price. And if there's 100 of me that are doing that, everyone's going to start a bidding war, right? So what we see here is that about May, something happened in here. Everyone got on because of that 64, right? So what happens here is that everyone goes, man, there might have been a sale, there might have been something, but leads list, I don't know. But everyone goes, wow, it's at 65. I'm about to make a lot of money. Everyone gets on really quick and price just tanks because at 300, the stock can't keep up with it. And so then when we look now, which is what everyone's thinking about, it's like, okay, well, do I buy it now? Yes or no? Well, it depends. There's a reason, by the way, that this keeps going down and down and down because there's only two places to get this from. It's from either Sephora or from Kohl's. And so I had a Claude put a little artifact here, which is how I think about it. So basically, the way I think about it is that we have sticker price, which is how much you buy it for. So at Sephora and at Kohl's, it's currently like about $48. What you actually paid for it, what's landed, plus your inbound shipping, your placement fee, and your prep center, which brings it down to 44, right? So with the sticker price, it's 48. Once it's paid, and you use your discount gift cards, you use all that stuff, might come down to 44. Plus your inbound shipping, your prep center fee, and all that stuff, it might come up to 46. But with the cashback portal and other stuff that might not come in, but it might come in, it might go down to 43. So here we see the break-even price. And as you can tell, the break-even price is pretty high. Even at paid at 44 before the landed, it's 57 bucks. With the 12% portal comes down to 50, but that's only with the, like, there's a Ratukin, I believe, 12% portal. And that's iffy. Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. So everyone that is above 57, self-prep scrapes. Everyone above 61, profits. Then we also have the Keepa chart for all the sellers that are coming in and coming out from August 1st to the 25th, which is today. Today's the 27th, but I made this 2 days ago. So we can see that at different price points, at 57, the number starts to go down, right? This is the actual Keepa drop. So we're like, got it. this means that they are selling at around this price. And obviously here they're selling out at 1111. Here these FBM people might be hiding their stock. That's why they keep it in question marks. So we see here the total stock is going down. And so we see that there's a hidden seller, right? So this is the cool part. This is what I thought was interesting. Here we think, okay, if it's at 50%, right, it's about 250 to 500. Why isn't it higher? Because at 57, like we can see here, you're barely breaking even. What's going on, right? Because that at around 44 to 45, you're breaking even, right? About so. So what's going on? The problem is, and this is why I suspect here, is that while it is going up, as soon as it comes up to this peak, boom, you are too late. Now everyone's just trying to get out and sell out. It's like everyone. That's why no one's coming back in. Everyone's just selling out. It's just coming down and down and down because everyone's just to get out. Because at 54, you are losing money or barely scraping by if you don't have a prep center. And so what happened here is that as it keeps going lower, and it's going to keep going lower to 14 even. Why is it staying at 57 where it's breaking even? We're all getting it from the same place, from Sephora, from Kohl's. Now, there might be an extra trick. Maybe you have an extension that other people don't have. I don't know. But regardless, it should be much higher, right? Look, gets up to last time it was at around 14. It was at 60. It's at 57. It's not close. Why? One, because there's a lag. There's always going to be a lag before the lower people that are still trying to get their money back actually sell out and the price goes up. But the other thing is if we look at our data, there is a hidden seller in here that I believe has a lot more stock than they are showing. Because as you can see, if we look at the Keepa charts, like people are selling, right? Look at this. They are selling hard. You're like, dude, this is amazing. But remember, look at the prices that are actually selling out at 57, 54, 53. They are just trying to get out as much as possible. And so they might have found a better, like, look at this guy at 52, just dropping, just getting rid of all his inventory, right? Which happens to have gotten in July. Funny enough, then if he like got it a month before July, it must have been in June, or maybe even before that, depends how long. But he was probably thinking he was able to get it for higher. And so there's a couple of people in here that have been on for a long time that are just at 2. Like this guy. This guy's been at 10 at 56. You're telling me he's not selling FBM at 56? What about this guy, 199? Just sitting here. Now he is priced high, but there's a couple of people in here that it just doesn't make sense. Like, why is it that it is not like there's a couple in here that are just staying here? Well, these guys are too high. But regardless, I think what's happening in here is that there are a couple of hidden sellers that you can't see that are FBM that have a lot of inventory that are just sticking to it. And so because if as we saw at 200 and at 250 in stock and 500 being bought, 500 to around with little spikes going up to 600, this should be shooting up to right here. So that means there's someone hidden. So what would I do? Would I buy this? I wouldn't. Because if you're buying it for 45, right? Because if we look on Kohl's and Sephora, it's about 48. If we get a discounted gift card, I think right now they're like maybe 7%. We go down, it's at 44. Maybe you get a 2% cash back from your card, and then whatever. Then you get whatever other things that you want. Cash back, maybe another like 5% cash back. But then you add the tolls, or sorry, you add the prep center, and it is $1.50. So it's tight. That's really tight. That's 2% profit margin with 3% ROI at 57, which it is right now. Now, do I think the price is going to go up? Yes, I do think the price is going to go up. But the problem is that this price hasn't gone up, and we don't know why. This keeps going down. What does it have to go down to? To 5 sellers for it to actually be profitable? So if everyone's getting it from the same place, how is it that anyone was making money? They weren't. That's why everyone's exiting and no one was restocking on it. So that's basically it for this Keepa chart. So you always want to look at your demand and supply, because as demand goes up and supply comes down, price goes up. If demand is going down, supply is going up, price will come down because everyone can't sell. If demand goes up and supply goes up, it will stay the same depending on the rate of each. If they are growing with each other, it'll stay the same. But if demand is growing as well as supply, but demand is going more like this and supply is going more like this, then that excess right now will lead it to go up. If it's going more like this and supply is going more like this, then it will go down. And if we have demand going down and supply going down, then money goes down. So, as we can see, the best choice for us is when demand is going up and supply is going down. Another one is if demand is staying the same and supply is going down. It's also going to increase the price because there's just less of it. Think about it this way. Imagine you are a hot dog stand, right? And you sell hot dogs. And you're the only person outside of a club at 3 a.m. And you sell your hot dogs for 20 bucks. And you get 100 people a night. Awesome. Every night you make $2,000. But imagine someone else comes in, and we're making it very simplistic. We're avoiding like marketing, placement, branding, anything like that, right? And like actual product itself. But imagine someone else comes and now you have to split it with them. And so now you only make 50 and they make 50, like units each, or 50 customers each. Well, that means that now you get half. You only make 1,000 and they make 1,000. And you're like, well, whoa, I was trying to make 2,000. So I want to get more of your customers. So I'm going to bring my price down to 15 bucks and they stay at 20. And now you get 75 people and they get 25 people. Now the problem here is that he's going to go, well, I don't want that to happen. I want more customers too. And then the price war starts and both of them go down until they're both at $1 a hot dog. No one's happy and they quit and they leave. Or 5 more hot dog stands come in. But you get the idea. And so the reason why I'm bringing this is because it's the exact same thing that happens here. If there's 10 people in here and only 10, this is what happens with gated brands. That's why gating is such a good moat. Because if you can only have 10 people on your actual listing and it's gated so no one else can come on and there's a demand of 1,000 and demand is always 1,000, then your prices are always going to be high. Like everyone is selling out all the time. Unless each one of you, unless the 10 sellers all try to have 10,000 units each. Then they're going to start undercutting. But again, that's a supply and demand. And so the reason why also I look at, for example, I look at seller count, but I don't look at seller count as much as I look at total stock. Because if like we have like 10 new people get on right now, like right here, but each of them only has one unit, who cares? It's selling 500 to 600 a month. But if we have one person that gets on and they have 500 units, that means a big deal. So it's like they're related to each other. So whenever I see like this up and down, I know people are selling out and that people probably don't go really heavy in stock and that there's heavy buy box rotation. So it's good and bad. They're all tools, right? These are all metrics. But as we can see, went up. So would I get it? No, it's too tight. What I would do is I would go to track product and I would put a Keepa alert. I already put one. Oh, actually, I didn't put one yet. I'd put it for, honestly, for 60 and let me know when it gets there. Put it for 10 years. Boom, done. Then I'll check in my email. And whenever this is good for me to go, it'll go up to 60 like it did over here. And then I'll go ahead and buy it. So yeah, that's it for this topic. It's my first daily vlog, so hopefully it was coherent of some kind. And so we went over today's topic. Let's go over our growth stats. And so I'm going to be building this in public so everyone can see my stats. And so what happened was I went down as I was creating this AI stuff. So basically what happened was with my sales is that they're going up. At one point they were getting up to 23 and even a 30K like rolling average. But I stopped buying because I wanted to really focus on AI and automating everything and teaching people. And so now I'm back in it. And so I started to buy a lot more. I got down to around 9.887 and then has slowly been climbing up every single day. It's slowly been going up. And the last couple of days has gone to 10K and then 11K. And so we're slowly going to go up in revenue Cash day cycles has gone really bad because I overstocked on a couple of them. So hopefully you guys can learn from me. I used to be, as you can tell here, at the 23K. Funny enough, I was at 44, 38 days. So basically, what does this mean? From the moment I bought my inventory and I sold it, it took me 37 days to get my money back. So I was only going after really, really, really quick ones. So it's gone up quite a bit. And so what I'm hoping to do with these daily vlogs is show you as sales goes up, we're going to control these cash cycles. And we've already seen it start to get better. It got to a height of 67, and slowly we've been hammering it down. And we want the goal to be below 55 days because that's what we get to pay back our credit cards if we're credit card floating, with ideally around 45 days, just to give you some extra wiggle room. So we have 11K, 57 days on the cash cycle. So 204 for the last 30 days. All right. So for the last 30 days, we have 204 Skool views, and here we'll go ahead and include that. So plus 14. Don't know why it went red. Oh yeah, because it's bad. Then we have cool Skool views. Oh, hey, this has been pretty good. So I started this Skool group around the 1st in page views. I have been going up 200%, 333. Yeah, it's been going up pretty fast, which is awesome, which is great to see. And today I just checked, and actually I got a new member. So we are at 7 members, including myself, which is awesome. Slowly but surely we will get there. And yeah, the goal is to have as many people as possible so that it actually becomes a community. I think we'll just fill it in like this. At one point I got to 104, and then someone said, this ain't for me anymore. Then YouTube views, how many do we have? 10.2. So YouTube views has slowly been going up. This 60% and 191%, which was literally like 14 days ago, around there, 13 days ago, was a really big boost in Reels at that point. That this explosion, which as you can tell here, it was like I was getting maybe 50, 60, 100 maybe, and just exploded. Honestly, this is for me, which is really cool because this is what I want to show that I'm building, is for me posting more consistently. Last week, the last 2 weeks, I was posting one long form every 2 days and 3 short forms a day, and that just exploded reach. Then the IG followers, I've been posting a lot on there as well, has gone up to 218. Which is really cool because I was at 7 in April. And then it's just been slowly growing, and then this is when we really start to see it grow quite a bit, which is August 1st, which is again when I actually started posting stuff on my Instagram. So it went growing. So pretty sweet. Everything's in green. These IG views, I mean, they were abysmal before, just a couple hundred, and then boom. This is when it really this is insane. This is really cool because this is for the last 30 days. This is a 30-day rolling average. And so 16,000 in the last 30 days. So as you can tell, that's when I actually started posting 3 times a day. Whatever I was posting on Shorts on YouTube, I was also posting on IG. So that's it in terms of the plan. And then building the business. I'm going to keep buying. Currently, right now, I am spending about $1,000 a day, maybe $700 to $1,000 a day, which will get me up hopefully to that 60K mark in sales pretty soon. Dude, I got to work on this so much. And then in terms of posting, as with these daily vlogs, I hope to do them every single day and get better. And the reason why I want to do them every single day is because, one, with volume, I will get better with skill because I have to do it so repetitively. 2, I'll be able to see trends better and I'll attract more eyeballs because I will be doing different topics. And then 3, I will be able to drive more traffic to my Skool community. So yeah, I would say that's it for today. Thanks for watching the video. If you have any questions below or you want me to talk about something in specific, let me know. Happy to help, and I will either see you in the Skool community or in the next video. Thanks, everyone.